All right, guys, this is about my fifth try to do this video here. Just trying to keep it simple and help you guys out as much as I can. This is about how to add reversing auto feed to your bandit 65 or 75 XP chipper, provided you have one of these IEC IntelliFeed tachometers. So I'm going to start out with the connections that are part of the tach. You have this CAN bus connector right here and the jumper. Just leave that as is. You don't need to touch that whatsoever. This is the other side of the tachometer. These are all of your necessary things to power the tach and get a signal and send signal to the solenoids. So this side of the connector is the tachometer side, and this side of the connector is the machine side. So this would be a bandit wiring job right here. So I'm going to start at the bottom with the white wire. The white wire is your speed signal from your engine, and in this case it's the white wire paired with the blue wire coming off the I think it's the flywheel or an ignition coil. I don't know exactly. That's not important right now, but that's your speed sensor, the white wire. The black wire is ground, the red wire is plus 12 volts. The green wire is your primary valve, and the brown wire is your secondary valve. They're both negative signals, and they ground out the valves when they're powered to activate them. So this side of the wiring harness doubles back, and it feeds into this Deutsch connector. The Deutsch connector has this side of it has a black wire and a white wire, and that is the ground and the power for the primary dump valve, which shuts off the feed wheel. So that just shuts off the feed wheel when you hit low RPM. The second set of wires on the left, I hope you can see those on the back of the Deutsch connector, are red and black, and those are the wires I added for the reversing function on the auto feed. Okay, so all I did was get a Deutsch connector kit, added 2 pins, and then push them into the connector. The other side of the connector was already powered, and that would be the red wire, and the black wire I used came off this brown wire. So you just look for your brown wire and tee it up with a black wire, and then take the plus 12 volt side and then send it back to this solenoid right here. So this is just a directional valve. I'll zoom in so you guys can see the diagram there and the parts. I actually got that out off Amazon, and the DO3 block I think came from the same company. The hosing I had made up, and I just teed it into my existing manual shut-off valve. So obviously we have the pump supplying going through the dump valve into the manual valve, out of the manual valve into the DO3 block, and then back into the tank return. Will go through the motor and then back through the valve, back through the dump valve, and then back into the tank return. Obviously a lot of plumbing going on here and a little bit of wiring, but it's not that complicated. You just need to find your brown wire off that Deutsch connector and a plus 12 off the Deutsch connector and send it back to that solenoid right there. All right, guys, hopefully that clears up this modification. If you guys got any more questions, let me know. I'll try and get you guys more information. And again, thanks for watching.